and welcome to the first video of 2025. It's a new year, and I thought, why not make a new challenge this year? And then I thought, why not make it two? Yeah, let's have a crack. Welcome to the Birding Diaries for 2025. Yep, that's the first challenge for 2025. I'm looking to get on camera 200 different bird species in Australia and its territories, just in case we go offshore somewhere. That's the first challenge. The second challenge for the year is to find 100 birds within the boundaries of our local government area. I'm in rural South Australia, so this is a fairly big area, and it's a mixture of farmland and native vegetation, privately owned and government owned. There's never been a complete count of all the different bird species in here. There's a couple of different eBird lists, but they don't cover the entire Tatiara, which is our local government area. So I'm interested to see how many I can find over the course of the next 11 months. I've already started. This is what I've got so far. January the 1st this year saw me heading out to a local park in search of cockatiels. Not a common bird around here, but one which I am very eager to see. Another birder had let me know that they were in the area. So out I went to the park to try and find them. The first bird I found was a black-faced cuckoo shrike. This one's a juvenile. You can see he hasn't got very black head yet. And brown tree creepers are very common out there and very noisy. I went through the scrub trying to find the birds, which I could hear in the distance, but I just couldn't see them. And then there they were, but they were still a long way off. Luckily for me, they chose to fly a little bit closer, and then I had them. Cockatiels, a great way to start off my birding list with a bird that's not very common in our area. Red-capped robins are always lovely to see. They're such cute little birds. A little bit further along the road, I managed to find this fellow, a sacred kingfisher. There were a family of 4 flying around, but this is the only one that would sit still for a while. I didn't see one at all last year, so I'm very happy to have him on the list as well. Then just down the road, this happened. This is a wedge-tailed eagle, Australia's biggest eagle and biggest raptor. They are absolutely beautiful. Sorry about the shaky video. It was really windy that day. The Bordertown Wetlands is a place that I go quite often. It's not very far from my home. You can nearly always see black-flanked dotterels there. And Australian reed warblers just love the reeds there. Black-tailed native hens are pretty common, usually in a big group like this. They're a bit flighty too, you can't get too close to them. This little eagle is a fairly recent addition to the bird life there. He seems to have taken up residence in a paddock not far from the wetlands. Straw-necked ibises are very common in our area. Usually you see them in their hundreds in the paddocks, chasing crickets and other insects. It's not very often that you see them like this though. Australian wood ducks just love the bare paddocks this time of the year in South Australia. They also love the farm dams. It's a great way for them to cool off during the hot summer months. It's not uncommon to see welcome swallows on the power lines. That seems to be one of their favourite places to perch. Australian pipits prefer fence posts. You'll often see them there driving around the back roads. And here's a galah. They're so common here you almost forget that you see them half the time. This is an adult feeding a recently fledged chick. Oh, I love this little owlet nightjar. I didn't see one at all last year, so I'm very happy to see this one and get him on the list. They're nocturnal, so you don't see them that often. Another rarity for this area is the bushstone curlew. Once common, they're now very, very rare. These ones have taken up residence in one of our local wildlife sanctuaries, but they can fly in and out, so I'll count them. The one in the middle is a chick, and we don't see them very often around here. The noisy ones in the background are long-billed corellas. These play havoc with local parks and gardens everywhere. They just rip things up in their search for roots and grubs. Along with their cousins little corellas, they form vast feeding flocks, and they are very urbanised. They are very happy in town surroundings. Peacocks live in our wildlife sanctuary too, but they can go in and out, so they're countable. And noisy miners are a pest. They chase out all the other little bird species because they're very territorial. I do get out of the Tatiara now and then to go to the beach and other places. I found this white-faced heron at a local beach, just chilling out, enjoying the wind. Silver gulls are very common. They're probably the most common gull that we have in Australia, and you can find them just about everywhere. These are the famous snatchers of chips if you are enjoying some fish and chips at the beach. Crested terns are quite often found in flocks, especially out on the reefs when the tide's out. And I just love oyster catchers. Their bills are so flamboyant compared to the rest of them. This one's a sooty oyster catcher. Here's the pied oyster catcher. It's not uncommon to see both of them feeding together on our beaches. Well, that's about it for this video. I have actually seen a lot more birds than what you've seen on screen so far, but I don't have them on camera yet. So as and when I get them on camera, I'll add them to the list. Thanks for watching, and if you care to join me on this little challenge, please hit that subscribe button or click the like button or even leave me a comment. Hey, are you doing a challenge this year? If you are, please leave a link in the comments below. I'd love to see how you're doing. Well, until next time, happy birding.